just seen the film and we love it.
Oh, good.
I'm wondering, first of all, your character was quite a step away. We were used to the kick-ass Resident Evil girl, and this is quite a vulnerable character. Was that something that drew you to the role?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'd been wanting to play myself on screen for a long time and hadn't really had the opportunity. And suddenly, I get this script where I actually get to just be a nice, normal girl on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
And it was great. I just thought, wow, and nobody's really seen me just be myself on screen before, so that was really attractive. And I think also the script is so well written and so character driven, and that's what I think is so great about it. It's a real throwback to the sort of kind of Hitchcockian character driven psychological thrillers, and it's a very smart movie. It's a very smart script. It's definitely, a bit of a break from the whole summer epic, special effects driven films. It's much more simple, much more old school, just like rad thriller with great characters and crazy relationships between these people, and you really don't know who's who and what's what, and it always keeps you guessing and keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. And with that said, there's also quite a few high action shots, scenes in the film. Do you always do your own stunts for it?
Not for this one. I did most of Tim Oliphant's stunts and Steve Zahn's stunts because, they're kind of pansies. But, my stunts I had another girl do.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't do any stunts on this. I had a 4-month-old daughter with me, and, I wasn't interested in... This wasn't a movie I chose to do for the action. It was because of the character and because of the script. So I was like, you know what? This isn't Resident Evil. You get me a stunt girl and she can do all that stuff. I mean, the stunts were sort of superfluous to the script in a sense for me.
Yeah, and when it comes to juggling the family and your career, is that something you've just kind of learned to cope with, having had your daughter?
Juggling and my daughter really don't go in the same sentence. Right. I don't juggle with my daughter. It's like my daughter is the number one priority in my life, and everything sort of orbits around her reality. She is the planet that my life orbits around, and it's like as long as she's with me and as long as she's happy, then I can work and do the things that I like to do. But if she's sick, I cancel everything and I'm with her, and that's just the way it is, so. I mean, at this point, and it's great because it's made my life a lot easier in certain ways, because as long as my daughter's good and she's happy and she's eating and she's sleeping and she's not sick, everything in my life is like genius. And if I get a film on top of it, it's like, oh my God, great. But if I don't, it's like just as great because I've got more time to spend with my little girl. So, it's just made everything just so much more pleasurable and wonderful.
And does being a mum and being in the public eye mean that do you pick your film roles differently now?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I pick my film roles based on versatility, based on things that interest me. What would I have fun doing? What haven't I played before? What do I relate to? Whose voice, who do I want to give a voice to? And then I have the Resident Evil franchise, which has been great, fun, steady work for the last 8 years. So, it's all kind of very organic in that sense. I'm not planning to just start making G-rated movies because I have a daughter. It's if it happens, and I'm excited about it for sure. But it's more about being a creative person and inspiring my daughter by showing her that her mother is a creative, strong woman, and also that I'm an interesting person for her,
Yeah. Is that something that you'd always aim to do? Because you always have, you've had your fashion projects and music and art and things like that.
Well, you got to do something when you're not working as an actor. I mean, it's not like I go from one film to the next. You do a movie and then you have time off. I mean, and you got to keep yourself interested in yourself. You got to be inspired by yourself, or else you're going to be not a very confident person. So I always try and just keep myself busy and disciplined and creative and interested in who I am,
Yeah. So what do you work on, in between scenes and things? I know you've got some music that you're working on.
I just actually been doing some performances with a friend of mine. We wrote a song together. His name is Maynard J. Keenan. He's the lead singer of Tool, yeah. And he has a project called Pussifer that he's been working on. So we wrote a song called The Mission together, which we performed in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas, and did a song with Robert Smith. We did a remix for the Last Underworld soundtrack for Under the Stars, which was amazing. So, it's like fun things that I can do occasionally, but music is one of those things that I usually tend to do at night with my friends, and then you end up staying up all night, and that doesn't go well with having a little girl because I can't be coming home when she's waking up.
Right.
So, I tend to choose the moments where I have time to work on music with my friends. So hopefully when she gets a little older, I'll have more time to just like concentrate on that.
Yeah.